still important to him to this day. Kickoff from Cameron Dicker, the Austin, Texas native, is grabbed by the electric Devontae Turpin. You got to bottle him up, and the Chargers do just that, shy of the 21-yard line.
Here we go!
A classic cadence from Prescott and a fake to Javonte Williams, and he finds George Pickens. He's had a quiet last few weeks, but a loud start.
To keep a top on it and force you to run the football.
There's a handoff for Javonte Williams, and he'll pick up solid yardage on first down, about 5. Should note that for Dallas's offensive line.
Ended up playing guard because of Tyron Smith being here for a long time, but now they bumped him back out to tackle.
Prescott, second down, and he's got a man at midfield. It's a first down for CeeDee Lamb, so both Pickens and Lamb involved early for 2 first down catches. We see across the league with that shell defense, trying not to give up the big deep ball. Javonte Williams is familiar with the Chargers from his days with the Broncos. He runs into Deshaun Hand after a gain of 4.
Limiting the big plays. They have the second fewest plays at 20-plus yards this year, given up by this defense.
And Minnesota has allowed fewer. Williams in space, and Henley's there, the leading tackler for the Chargers. He makes the stop shy of the first down marker. Roll out for Prescott on third down and short, and CeeDee Lamb trying to reach up to snatch it, incomplete. Brings up 4th down and 2 at the plus 40-yard line. Out of playoff contention, so why not go for it on 4th and 2 with a shot for Pickens. Back shoulder throw, first down. There's an explosive play in the pass game allowed by the Chargers.
Yeah, I love it. So typically you're going to get inside technique, which Cam Hart's inside. He's going to take away the slant, which is commonly what you would think on 4th and short, which opens up a release to the outside. And no.
Started 6 games this year. Will snap it to Prescott. He gives it to Williams and takes it into Tier Tart just inside the 10-yard line for a short gain.
So you see the linebacker run out with Jamison Williams.
They got CeeDee Lamb in the backfield that time, and they throw it to him, little Texas route for CeeDee, so mixing it up on offense. 10th play of this opening drive is a Prescott throw underneath and a touchdown for Dallas. It's Ryan Flanoy. His breakout second season in the NFL continues.
Go progression. Eyes go to the left. Gradually make your way back across. Find the open receiver. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Raymond Aubrey boots it away. Monty Vidal will return it. No Darius Davis for a second straight game. Their main return man. So Vidal
finding ways really just to win the time of possession. They're one of the best teams in the NFL with 33 minutes a game time of possession.
I think Buffalo has been better in that category this year. Vidal, nothing there as he maybe gets a yard on the play.
And it's just forced them to have to play much more conservative.
Extra body coming for Dallas. Herbert gets rid of it. And a catch made by Ladd McConkey. He's the defensive line coach making the on-field adjustments in conjunction with Eberflus up top. Third down and 4. 5 or less. This is where the Chargers are great. And they get a big play from the rookie Trey Harris. Second round pick, had his best game last week when Quentin Johnston was out. Harris hoping to be a bigger part of the offense.
He is. This is man-to-man. He's on Ravel. Just a simple outcut there. You know, typically third and medium, all your attention's going to Keenan Allen. It's going to Ladd McConkey. Those are getting some touches.
On first down, Herbert climbing the pocket as he often does with that big frame. Whips it across his body for a first down catch. Back to Trey Harris. Extra lineman in the game in Trevor Penning. Omarion Hampton has been back the last couple of games from injury. He dives ahead for 3.
That's where Herbert gets hit, gives up sacks, and it's really problematic for this offense.
So these second down and 7 plays are big. Shot down the field, end zone, it is held on to by Johnston for the touchdown! The Texas native with a fabulous catch for the score.
Boy, it is good to have Quentin Johnston back. He is their big size receiver. They're down the field threat, but could not have thrown this ball in. What a catch.
Dicker ties it up at 7 apiece. Johnston back after the groin injury kept him out against Kansas City.
A very raw athlete. You see he needs a lot of work just with his route running, but he has become a very complete receiver. Can run every route in the book, and certainly such a big target with throws down the field.
Phillips makes another special teams tackle.
The Cowboys offense is willing to be against this defense that typically does not give up any big plays.
The Javonte Williams on the carry. He'll take it past the 30-yard line into Denzel Pyramid.
They do an excellent job of setting those edges.
Without Dupree today, but they have been very good on the edges as of late. Nice run by Malik Davis, who saw the most run he's had.
With speed and intensity, a lot of times you could beat those edge rushers.
Turpin in the backfield. Prescott looking for Turpin. And the speedster gets grabbed by Tony Jefferson.
But with his ball production, he's got 4 interceptions this year already.
A couple in those last 3 games. Got ejected last week against Kansas City for a couple of hard hits. Perriman makes the hit here.
Great instincts and really a great communicator for this defense.
And with a 29th career game for Perriman. Nice push by Beebe as he got in behind Javonte Williams to muscle him across the line to gain. They've been able to convert a couple of times already today. Prescott, nice easy pitch and catch for CeeDee Lamb to the 40-yard line. Pick up about 6.
With Tooley and Mack, who are just wreaking havoc, so the ball's having to come out a little bit earlier than you want. Tip balls, they've been able to get a lot of ball production that way.
Here's Prescott on the scramble with nothing downfield, and Dak will move the chains. He's only running the ball about 3 times a game.
Here we go!
Turpin in motion, little option play and a zone read, and they give it to Cavante with a good run. The ball came out, but went out of bounds. It's still going to end up being a gain.
Big impact today.
Handed off for Davis, and a first down to the 21-yard line, and we check in with Carissa Thompson for a game break. What's up, my friend?
Here we go!
Prescott patting the feet, check down underneath, and a tough catch is made by Javonte Williams. Grabbed and hit hard by Denzel Perriman immediately.
Here we go!
Second down for Prescott. Another throw. And this time it's held on to by Jake Ferguson. Career high 78th reception for Ferguson.
This looks a little suspicious. Here we go!
He drops back in coverage. Prescott over the middle. CeeDee Lamb holds on for the first down. And that puts him over 1,000 yards.
And I got to get this ball out.
First and 10 after that completion to Lamb. Incomplete, looking for Pickens there in traffic. Yet Benjamin St. Juice.
Here we go!
Prescott stepping up, firing on the move to Pickens, and 3-on-3 there. Derwin James hits Pickens at the 5.
Like a bracket-style defense. Here we go!
Lamb and Pickens on the left. Prescott, back foot, back of the end zone. It is holding. There is a flag thrown, but Flanoy grabs his second of the game. We'll see if this comes back for a hold.
Because that was an unbelievable throw.
Holding, number 73, offense. 10-yard penalty, replay, third down.
Here with 2 safeties, so they're going to drop one of these safeties down in, rob the middle, stay high. They're bracketing.
So Prescott's going to take a shot into double coverage for Turpin, and it's incomplete to bring up 4th down. Rarity last week to see him miss a pair of field goals. Only the 3rd time in his NFL career he missed multiple field goals in a game. This one right down the middle to extend. Totaling over 12 minutes, 10 plays and 16 plays. Take a 10-7 lead. Little bouncer, and Vidal has to corral it. And not a lot of room to go anywhere after all that. Just past the 10. Fake to Hampton. Herbert wheels around, fires into a tight window, and Trey Harris has been heavily involved in the early going. He's had a couple of long receptions when he was a high school QB. Excellent young receiver for the Giants.
They grow him a little different down there in Louisiana.
That's right. Here is Hampton. Big run for the rookie. Marion Hampton playing his third straight game. The two-time All-American at North Carolina picks up 17.
Yeah, this is one of the hallmarks of this Charger offense are these gap schemes. As you watch, it's Scott Matlock sealing the edge. It's Mekhi Beck.
There is Hampton again. He takes it off the right side for a good gain to midfield. They still have Austin Deculus at left tackle due to the Chargers. So with all the different bodies that have been in there, been a little more difficult this year. Herbert lets it go, and McConkey, little cutback. And he picks up the first down as he moves past Reddy Stewart. Picks up 10 yards. Shot position, so Herbert off play action. Nice maneuvering, nice throw on the move, and he's got another first down. This time it's the tight end, Will Dissly. He's had an up-and-down year, but he snags just his 6th catch of the season for 15 yards and a first down.
Well, let's watch Herbert here. With a good run game comes a good run action or play action game. And Herbert, as good as anyone, been able to buy time and be able to deliver the ball down the field. He is now 6 of 6.
They're starting to do that here in this first half. Here is Hampton again, and a nice job to try to grab him by Jadeveon Clowney, but a flag came in. Is our lead official, 3rd season as
There were 2 fouls. Holding, number 44 offense. Personal foul, face mask, number 42 defense. Foul's offset at the previous spot. Replay, first foul.
Let's see if they continue to do that to try to stop the run game.
Another extra body coming for Dallas. Herbert's protected, but he overthrows his target, McConkey. Took a hit to the deck. Just a 4-man rush this time for Dallas. Herbert's got a man down the sideline. McConkey for the touchdown. Separation for McConkey against Diggs, and a dime from Justin Herbert to take the lead for LA.
He's got that deep third. He got distracted a little bit as well and allowed McConkey to get behind him.
Dicker gives the Chargers a 4-point lead.
In the NFL on defense this year.
That's been a problem for Diggs when he has been healthy. Turpin's going to bring this out from the goal line. Out of steam and runs into Phillips again. There is a flag thrown. It's 3 times that Turpin has run into.
During the return, holding, number 14, the receiving team. 10-yard penalty. First down, Dallas.
Because not only does it hopefully get them down and result in points, but it keeps their defense off the field.
Hand off for Williams to start this drive, and a good one to the 26. Take it to Williams. Prescott steps up and delivers a little bit behind Flanoy, but a nice adjustment by Ryan. And then multiple flags come flying in at the end of the play. And Denzel Perriman getting into it with Cooper Beebe.
Got a guy laying on the ground and hit him in the side of the head.
Ends up being a 28-yard play with the penalty. And now Williams with a sprinting run past the 40. And into Marcus Williams, the veteran safety. 2nd and short. Prescott takes a deep shot down the sideline. It is Pickens picking it for the touchdown. Score.
Bottom line is when this guy is one-on-one, Dak Prescott is going to throw it to him. There's no better target, especially down the field. He threw this ball. How he laid it to that back toward the end zone to allow George Pickens to run underneath it was textbook.
38-yard strike is the longest play of the game. Some dimes in this first half from these 2 quarterbacks. 4 combined touchdown passes for Prescott and Herbert to just 5 combined incompletions. This is Keandre Lambert-Smith, who had his first NFL touchdown against Kansas City last week.
So you can get him in a 3rd and long and try to get off the field.
Herbert scrambling to his right and throwing up the sideline for Dissly. Makes the catch at the 25-yard line, picks up 6. Toss play for Vidal. He's got Matlock out there blocking for him, along with the left tackle Deculus. Still in there for Jamari Salyer. Promoted to the active roster until October. He played 2 of the first 5 weeks.
Look, as Bill Parcells would say, running backs come in all shapes and sizes, but what he wants is a big lower half.
Motion Vidal out. Herbert's going to look to that vacated spot, and that's a drop from Trey Harris, the first of his NFL career. It's a 3rd and long. Out route, grabbed by Lambert Smith, breaks a tackle and is able to move towards the marker at the 41. Lambert Smith, his uncle Cam Chancellor, a longtime Legion of Boom member for the Seattle Seahawks defense. McConkey gets grabbed in space by Trayvon Diggs. If he's going to get a more consistent role back in this Dallas defense. He's on the sideline now. Slant Allen, and he's got a first down into Dallas territory.
Last 3 games, he's got a lot to prove as far as his role on this defense moving forward.
There is Hampton, nice run. Gets grabbed by Rebel, a rookie. Bobby Hart with the block to take it down to the 43-yard line.
And he's got an incredible opportunity to play for this organization and be a leader on that defense for a long time.
Yep. Nice run by Hampton. He powers through a tackle. He's got a first down.
Losing a teammate, Marshawn Nealand, as well, has just been really tough.
There is Vidal getting grabbed by the veteran Donovan Wilson. Saturday night game against Houston coming up for the Chargers. 2nd down and 11 from the 31 for Herbert. Under some pressure. Able to scramble out to his left, and he'll step out of bounds. That'll stop the clock inside of 2 minutes of the first half.
They are man-to-man out here at these 3 wide receivers.
Herbert looks, throws, slant, caught. It is a first down, and it's the 3rd down conversion machine. Numbers this year on 3rd down. 29 catches on 3rd down. 25 of them have moved the chains. And it sets up first down positions like this for the Chargers where Hampton can run the ball.
Because at this point, unfortunately, the fact that Dallas has 3 timeouts is probably not going to be meaningful to them.
Here is Hampton. This time he gets bottled up. Malik Hooker grabbed him. Diggs giving cushion on the near side to Allen. That's where Herbert was looking. Now he shovels it up ahead, past the sticks to Allen, who lunges for the goal line and is down inside the 1. It's going to be Herbert with the push from Matlock, and he's in for the touchdown.
And look at this offensive line. There is nothing. Only leaving 19 seconds left to get in the touchdown.
A 16-play drive. Cameron Dicker adds the extra point. It's a 4-point lead.
They both ran the ball effectively. The intermediate passing game was there. Cowboys have had some big splash plays in the pass game, but 443 combined yards between the 2 teams. And only 3 possessions each. Makes some big plays so far in this game.
Dallas going to take a shot, try to see if they can get something moving downfield. Turpin's going to go down to save some time, and Brian Schottenheimer will use one of those 2 remaining timeouts. In plus territory, you're in position for an Aubrey field goal potentially. Maybe even a little bit beyond that. The time running out, though, and Prescott's going to get chased down and brought down by Tuli Tuipulotu.
Exotic looks, find ways to get into... Find a way to get some negative plays and get the Chargers into some adverse 3rd down situations, because that's how you're going to get off the field.
Lambert Smith on the return. He'll get hit shy of the 25-yard line by James Houston. Time in nearly a decade. There's Hampton trying to get that run game going, and he runs right into the former Chargers draft pick. That's Kenneth Murray. Herbert off the play fake, stepping up, climbing the pocket, taking a shot. Johnston! He held on. He is inbounds for the catch down inside the 25 of Dallas. And the former TCU Horned Frog picks up 50. Another impressive throw and catch.
Look, you have everything to your head around. You have a chance to go up and challenge this throw, contest this throw.
Instead, Herbert picks up half the field on that toss. Now has to toss it into the deck. 2nd down, it's Hampton. Works his way close to the 20-yard line, picking up 4, so third and medium situation here for Los Angeles. On 3rd and 6. There it is, Herbert trying to climb the middle of the pocket, but this time he got grabbed. There wasn't a lot of room to maneuver against big Kenny Clark. Raised in Shanghai and then moved to Austin, Texas when he was 11 years old. And he puts it through from 37 to make it a 7-point Chargers lead.
School program. 6-man football, 8-man football. They play a little bit of every kind of football
right.
down here in the state of Texas.
That's the boys.
Congratulations, all those guys. A lot of NFL players from those schools.
There is Turpin with a nice run. A flag is thrown, though, on the far side of the field as he had his best return of the day.
Right here in Texas Stadium.
During the return, holding number 33 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty, foul to foul. First down, Dallas.
Yeah, taken away due to a penalty. He is dealing with a knee issue now. And nothing doing there for Javonte Williams. That's big Tier Tart, who's been dealing with a shin issue this week. He's questionable for the game, but he's playing and making a play.
Yeah, Tier Tart has been one of their most consistent defensive linemen. You look in the pass game.
Prescott, he's got his check down to Williams. In space and knocked down by Benjamin St. Juice, former Washington Commander. Tui Pelotu, Owe, and Mack all on the field together for this third down. Prescott finds Hunter Lipke, the fullback, and he spins his way to a first down. For Dak Prescott today. Couple of fakes and a roll to the left. And Lipke again, but this time it's a drop. Cam Hart closing in.
For the course of the drive, it just makes it more advantageous for yourself as an offense.
That one is batted into the air, then through the hands of the Chargers. Denzel Perriman nearly had the pick.
Yeah, the first thing I noticed is no edge help for these tackles, so they're going to have to hold up here.
On a 4-man rush, Prescott putting on the speed, but he's only going to make it to the 41 before he's brought down by Derwin James. McConkey is back to return. Again, no Darius Davis. Anger boots it away. And McConkey's got it at the 16-yard line. 43-yard punt from Anger. Depends on what happens with the Broncos. They'll face Denver with a chance to sweep in Week 18. There's Herbert. He'll slide down past the 20-yard line. Chargers still have so much to play for.
Obviously have a lot to play for, but I think what I'm seeing here just in watching their team play is just how complete they are.
Underneath throw to Harris. Knocked down, 3rd and short coming.
You know, offensively, especially with getting Quentin Johnston back effectively, and they play really sound, solid defense.
3rd down and 1. Herbert through the air. Johnston again. Back shoulder throw, and this time it's knocked away by the former Chargers draft pick Triquez.
Both defenses able to come up with 2 big stops.
Now J.K. Scott will boot it away. High punt, forcing a fair catch signal from Turpin at the 18-yard line. Drew Brees will be a part of the doubleheader coming up on Thursday as well. Looking forward to seeing our buddy do that. Chargers play on Saturday in a key game against the Houston Texans.
George Pickens.
Over wide, Prescott pumps right, throws left, and it's caught for a first down by Jake Ferguson. Fresh set it down to the 31 for Dallas. Carolina and Tampa battled these last couple of years with a lot at stake. Prescott rifles one. He's got George Pickens for a big gain and into Chargers territory. Made the grab in front of Cam Hart. That's who Dak Prescott has been attacking today on the perimeter, and Pickens picks up 23.
Now watch how Dak is able to step up into this. You know, they get 2 tight ends on the edges to make sure those are shored up. Watch this. He's able to get the full force.
50 yards a game the last 3. He's over 100 yards today. Draw play, Williams. You can hear the lineman screaming, push the pile.
Yeah! Here we go!
Fake to Williams. Prescott loads up, throws down the middle. CeeDee Lamb in traffic, holds on, tumbles down near the 25. 18 more yards through the air. These for CeeDee Lamb.
Here, watch the center here, Cooper Beebe, as he pulls around to pick up Thule. Really nice play action look. which buys Dak's time.
150 plus between Lamb and Pickens. Now a little jet sweep for Devontae Turpin, and I think Tony Jefferson stuck his hand out. The fastest guy in the league. 2nd and 6. Back to the ground game and some tight maneuvering for Williams.
Just in the way that the nickel is traveling.
Flag thrown here before the snap. Ball start.
Ball start, number 88, offense. 5-yard penalty. Showdown.
Well, that's so costly because in most cases, especially with a high-power offense.
The 43-yard field goal from here. Prescott goes towards the sticks. Pickens bobbles, controls, gets shoved out of bounds. It is a catch. So that pickup means they're going to go for it on 4th down and short. It's Lipke, the fullback. And he's going to be stopped shy, and the Chargers get the ball back. Played ball game, and it's a 7-point game with 2:15 to play in the 3rd. As the Chargers go to work with an Omarion Hampton run on 1st down, and a solid one to take it to the 22-yard line. Fake it to Hampton this time, and they give it to Disley, who's had a couple of catches. Little shuffle past Stewart for a 1st down. Earlier this year, Disley has been a serviceable tight end. Well, they motion Trevor Penning, the lineman, to get to the left side, and that opens it up for Hampton. But a flag was thrown on the near side. This is coming back. A holding penalty against L.A.
Holding, 64 offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 1st down.
That was big Trevor Penning. It's 1st down and 20 for Herbert. And a quick out route for Allen, grabbed by Diggs. But Diggs back in there after he had that earlier collision with Dante Fowler. He picks up 6, does Allen. Cowboys will drop back. And Herbert's going to throw it over the middle. It is grabbed by the rookie tight end, Oronde Gadsden.
When you've allowed him to escape.
Extra body coming for the Dallas pressure. Nearly got to Herbert. They could not contain him. And there he goes sprinting, getting a block, and down inside the Dallas 35.
If you watch this is such a well-orchestrated pressure. I believe it's Kenneth Murray right now, right there. As they distracted the offensive line. He gets a free look at him, but that's when you have to bring a guy like that down. If you give him the opportunity to step out of that, you see what happens, especially when you're playing man-to-man on the back.
Remember that left hand is the injured hand for Herbert. He got some contact on the end of that run to that left hand. That's been heavily wrapped up the last several weeks. Little movement off the left side, and this is going to go against Los Angeles, and Austin Deculus is in for the injured Jamari Salyer.
Ball start, number 74, offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Who is in for the injured Joe Alt, who is in for the injured Rashawn Slater. Deep drop, looking for a deep route. Herbert instead will check it down for Hampton. And he sprints ahead, close to the marker. Got grabbed by Solomon Thomas, the DFW native.
1st down conversions and that big 34-yard scramble on the last 3rd and 7.
Broken left hand and all. Herbert with that 6'6" frame is going to lunge ahead with a push of Matlock. That helps a 300-pounder. Matlock out of Boise State. He's helping to block on this run play, but Hampton gets hit hard by Shamar James, the rookie out of Florida. Again, no overshown, so James getting even more run on that outside backer spot for Dallas's defense.
Yeah, they incorporate a lot of just the 2 linebacker sets because they're in nickel or the big nickel with the 3 safeties predominantly.
In terms of efficiency on schedule this year. Herbert fires over the middle. It is caught by Allen. Let's see where they mark him. He made the catch past the marker.
It's this group of skill players on the perimeter.
Hassan Haskins, his first offensive snap of the day, and he lunges ahead. So needing some help at the backup running back spot. Haskins slots up. Empty set. Herbert, quick throw. Got a man, it's Johnston. And he gets wrapped up just short of the 1st down marker. Appropriate for Arlington. Unfortunately, Penning. Some movement off that left side.
Well, there is all kinds of games being played up front with moving the front, trying to get.
Ball start, 64 offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Trying to create a little indecision.
3rd and 6. Herbert scrambling to the right, being chased by Azaraku. Herbert throws, and it's incomplete. 4th down. A 27-yarder. Indeed, he does. He said he got the nickname Dicker the Kicker in 7th grade. Jacksonville's got 10, Buffalo's got 10, New England with 11, Denver with 12. Head of steam for Turpin on the return, and that's a dangerous thought. And he's not going to make the 35 as the Chargers rally to him, and Hassan Haskins makes the play. Hamstring injury midway through last year. He missed the rest of the season, so this is a guy who really appreciates the opportunity to keep playing. Incomplete up top for Pickens. It'll be 2nd down for Dallas.
Look, and he has played at such a high level. More importantly, Dak's.
Prescott on the slant. That's a connection to Pickens. He loves those in-breaking routes, and he picks up a 1st down on one of them. Know when it's going to be taken away from you. Appreciate these chances to keep playing the game. Here's Davis. And he puts his head down for a couple of yards and a couple more.
There's no question.
In shoulder area, he still takes over at the corner spot. Here's Davis again. And he'll take it into Charger territory. 3rd down coming up.
And either tie or win this game.
Now movement up front. Penalty coming against Dallas.
Yeah, this is the 2nd costly penalty.
In the 56 offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That previous drive, they were in a 3rd and 5. Same thing. Offsides. Went to 3rd and 10.
Starting to cut down in terms of how many chances you get to get the ball back. Huge play. 3rd down. Deep shot. And everybody stopped as Prescott launched it. Turpin was the closest man in the middle of the field, and he was 20 yards away from where the ball landed. They're on the 4-man rush. And here comes Owe chasing Prescott, who gets hit as he flings it down the field, incomplete. And it was Tui Pelotu who got to Prescott at the end of the play. 3 possessions or so remaining in this game if you're looking at league averages. And here come the Chargers with a 2-score lead. And just inside of 7 minutes to go, and they've got the possession, looking to run some clock, drive in plus territory today. Blitz coming from Dallas. Herbert just flips it forward, and it's incomplete for Hampton. Reddy Stewart, the nickel, came in off the right side of the Charger line.
Man-to-man coverage, so you're just going to have to hold up in man coverage.
Risk reward from the Dallas defense, bringing pressure, but that leaves a man in Johnston. He beats Diggs and the Cowboys secondary for a big gainer and a 1st down. Johnston, 25 yards.
Yeah, so if you watch Diggs right here, trailing Quentin Johnston, he just ends up staying behind him. I think you just got to be more aggressive and get over the top, and then he tries to undercut. But Quentin Johnston is just too fast once he puts his foot in the ground. If you locate that ball correctly, like Herbert did, hitting him in stride, that's going to be a big conversion every time. Quentin Johnston has been there.
Toss play, Hampton, Matlock blocking, along with Deculus, and a good run. How about Justin Herbert today?
And by being accurate on the run, throwing the football.
Hampton again to the 5-yard line. For Herbert, it's his 31st career 300-yard. 2nd and goal for LA. Little shuffle off to the right. It's Hampton, and it's a touchdown. The 3rd rushing touchdown of his NFL career, and a key blow delivered by this Chargers offense.
Yeah, this offensive line, as much as they've struggled at times, when they were asked to run the football and brings it home for the Chargers.
To go up by 17, they're doubling up Dallas. Minter was with him at Michigan and has transitioned to the NFL, or back to the NFL as a defensive coordinator in very impressive fashion, holding this Dallas offense. And Dallas essentially waving the white flag as it will be Joe Milton into the game, 2nd-year quarterback out of the University of Tennessee, traded from New England.
To really wreak havoc on him in the first half, George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb with a couple big catches in the first half. But really it was the penalties on 3rd down that killed the Dallas Cowboys offense.
Such a difference in what ends up as a result in a particular play. Flag is thrown on this particular play. Milton on the rollout. He slings it downfield, and now you're going to get some flags against the defense as CeeDee Lamb was down there against Elijah Molden.
There were 2 fouls. Offside, lining up in the neutral zone, number 88, offense. Pass interference, defense. Fouls offset, previous spot. Replay, first down.
So that's tough because CeeDee Lamb gets flagged for that first penalty marker that we saw flying in.
Operate a little bit here.
6th-round pick of New England last year. Made a start against Buffalo in the finale last year. He had a nice performance and a nice run here. But he has that ball chopped out of his hands. It's scooped up by Los Angeles. Tuli Tuipulotu ends up with the ball after Derwin James jarred it free. And Derwin James makes him pay.
Look, everything was good at the beginning. Showed command there at the line of scrimmage, changing the play. But unfortunately, the ball gets a little loose right there. You just know anytime you are back in the middle of the field, especially with the way the defenders are taught these days, everybody's going for the punch. You see Derwin James executing that peanut punch perfectly.
What did he tell us when we talked with off to a sluggish start in that category this year? Now from the 42, it's a run play for Hampton. And now we're inside of 4 minutes, and it's all but academic at this point.
Yeah, they have been outstanding, especially communication. Such a playmaker for that defense.
Back to the ground game, and Haskins to the line to gain. Again, I pose the question to you. Like, this feels like a nice litmus test
for George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, especially after what you saw them do in the first half, and make the other players beat you. Or you just find ways to create negative plays. Unfortunately for the Cowboys, it was really for the LA Chargers. Been under a lot of scrutiny because of all the sacks, but no sacks today. 5.2 yards a rush. Really paved the way for a lot of success with Justin Herbert in this offense today.
Dallas still yet to beat the Chargers at home since 1990. And only a few times have the Chargers made the trip out of here. NFC South table is up for grabs. Tampa Bay and Carolina will close their ball game out. It was 4th down, so a knee would turn the ball over. And then they have to go to Denver with a chance to sweep the Broncos. And again, I imagine the Chargers are going to have their eyes on that Jacksonville-Denver game coming up in a bit.
Absolutely. They're going to be battle-tested, too. Like, when you look at their last stretch here, yeah. Eagles, Chiefs.
Back-to-back 11-win seasons under Jim Harbaugh. They take their step towards a playoff spot. They'll wait to see if the Texans fall tonight, which would lock in a playoff spot for the Chargers. We'll wrap things up from Arlington after this.